Hey everyone, it's Amy from Home Sweet Gardens. Welcome. It's Northwest Missouri Growing Zone 6A. Uh, excuse me, February 20th, I do believe. I'm horrible. Can never remember the dates. I don't know why. Anyway, it's Saturday. On the 5th, I did a video where I potted some seeds, started some seedlings, talked about different programs that you could use or ways to plan your garden and how to start your seeds and then how to save your seeds. It's been about 2 weeks now, and so now I'm repotting some of my seeds that I started. Some of the troubles that I had with them, I will share that with you because that's how you learn. I know when I watch videos on YouTube, I don't want to see the perfect ones. I want to see the ones that are messed up so I know what not to do. Or so I can find one that looks like my mess up and then hear what they did to fix it, because I'm now at that spot, right? You've been like that with me. So give me a second here. Let me switch my camera around and I will show you what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got a whole hot mess back here on my steel table. Thankfully that, I have the space for this. I know a lot of people don't have the space to do some stuff like this. So my seeds, some of them did really well and some of them did not. These are the flowers that I did, and as you can see, ta-da! There's only one. It's this little bitty one right there by my finger, see? That's all. Out of the, 64 or however many this thing is, that's the only one that germinated, and it's a petunia, which I've never been able to grow petunias from seed before, so I guess one is better than none. But I'm not ready to give up on that tray yet, even though I know it's probably way past germination, but I'm just going to hold out because maybe if there was one, maybe there'd be more. Okay, so then the rest of them, this is what they look like. They're pretty sparse. They're pretty leggy. They're not yellow, but they're just really stretched. About a week into it, they came up really quick, but about a week into it, I realized that I did not have them close enough to my lights. Guys, you got to make sure you get them close enough to the lights. I've got some stuff, germinating there. Let me turn those lights off so we can actually see the plants. Sound like a plan. I've got, as you notice, books. I've got games, kids' games. I've got gardening books, all this stuff stacked up so that I can get them as close to the lights as I can. So I have repotted a lot of them. Oh, it's dripping. So not too shabby. I picked out, I always plant more than what I need. So I had planted about 12 of each, and I actually only needed 3. I've got between 3 and 6, depending on what it is. I've got 6 kale, but 2 different varieties. I've got the Portuguese kale, then the Yodfa kale. The Portuguese kale is more spindly than what the Yodfa is, but we'll see. Then I've got 6 amazing cauliflower. I've got 3 broccoli, and now 3 Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to see if I can't squeak out at least one more of each of those. What I've done is I've taken them out of here, use my little shovel tool, I dig her on in there, and I get the seedling out. If I can do this with one hand, it's going to be a miracle, right? Ta-da! There we go. And then I transplant that up into the pot, and I try to bury it up about here, so kind of giving it the stem a little bit more stability. Okay, I'm also going to be leaving the fan on in here so that there's a little bit of air circulation. So real quick, because I think I've got like 20% on my battery, which is crazy. once I get these all done and potted up, I'm going to put them back underneath the lights like you saw the other ones, and I'm going to leave them there. Today was about 41 degrees, and in my greenhouse it said 100 on 2 different thermometers, but I don't know that it was quite 100, but it still was really warm. So I had trucked these down to the greenhouse, put them in there for the day, and then brought them back up to the house. Depending on what the weather's like tomorrow, I may do the same thing. No matter how much artificial light you have, it is not the same, guys, as regular light. But I don't know how the weather's going to hold up, and I don't have a heated greenhouse. So if the weather can be at 40, about 40 in the evenings at night, I can have them in the greenhouse because I do have a little heater that I can use. But if it drops any more than 40, then my greenhouse is pretty much unusable. So I got probably another week or 2 weeks, hopefully not too much longer, and then we'll be good. And then once I'm able to put them in the greenhouse and leave them there consistently without any threat of any weather, then I will start my peppers and my tomatoes and all those kinds of things. But I'm not going to bother starting them until I can get them into the greenhouse, because one, I don't have the lights, I don't have the room, and I don't want to mess with that this year, for sure. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys an update on how they're doing. It's my first time growing them indoors in lights like this, so I've learned a little bit. Get them closer to the lights, all right, and get more soil before the season ends, because nobody has it for sale, and I'm having a hard time finding some seed starting soil. So I'll make sure I get some of that before the end of the growing season this year for next year. So hope you've had a great couple weeks. I'm excited to get into the season. Spring is just around the corner, guys. I'm so excited. So give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Shout out in the comments if you got suggestions or something you'd like me to do, or if you see something I'm doing that you think I could do better, or something that I may not have thought of. Tell me, because that's how we learn. And stay safe, stay healthy, stay well, and happy gardening.